It's my work experience week at Cox Co Payroll Solutions Ltd. I have learnt more things about Cox Co over the week as a bureau more than just an actual business. So I've learned that it's not just a company that gets hired out by other companies to find out how much to pay their employees, and that it's a business that deals with many more things like taxes, pensions, statutory benefits, and having to try and help employees log on to the portal. So on Monday, I learnt around upstairs to find out where my desk was for the week, and had a few issues logging into the account because it was not working very well. Then I met everyone and learnt about them in the meeting that we had upstairs. Then I started to do my leaflet on Publisher, and I made a little mind map to help me figure out what I was going to put on there. And then I watched some portal guide videos on the YouTube channel to see what I was making my leaflet about. Then I ate my lunch, continued on my leaflet, and had my introduction into payroll with things like statutory benefits and differences between employers and employees, and then I had jam donut. And that day I learned how to use Publisher, what statutory benefits were, and the differences between an employer and an employee. So on Tuesday we had another struggle with logging into my account. I finished off my leaflet and I made some doodles on my doodle page. I watched Daniel do some reports, and I recorded a video on how to clear cookies on my phone. Then I ate my lunch, did the sprint meeting and brainstorm session down here in the meeting room with a jam donut again.
It's all about donuts.
Did a few tweaks on my leaflet, printed my leaflet on new printer, and analysed my printed out leaflet and made corrections to my leaflet on Publisher, such as colour corrections. Then that day I learned what a sprint meeting and brainstorming session was, how reports work/function, how to clear cookies on a phone, and how to make some useful colour corrections on Publisher. On Wednesday, I finally learned how to log into the account without any struggle. I started this PowerPoint presentation and started doing some data extraction and reporting with Payroll. Then I did 4 different data extractions by myself and did some more tools. Then I carried on with my PowerPoint. I printed off the corrected colours on my leaflet and then attended a design thinking webinar. We then met Mrs. Rawlins and discussed some work experience, and then I ate my lunch upstairs. On that day I learned how to do data manipulation, that's as long, that's supposed to say log into, account without the struggles, how to use Excel, and what a design thinking webinar is. On Thursday, I had to recolor all the pie charts from the data manipulation, as well as finishing off the rest that I didn't finish on Wednesday. I then watched Daniel edit my phone video of how to clear cookies, and ate my lunch upstairs while having an interesting conversation with Tracy and Daniel about schools. I then continued to do some more data manipulation and realised that some of it went wrong, so I had to redo it all again. Then Tracy realised that we had been making a mistake on every single spreadsheet, so I had to go redo it for the second time that day. On that day I learned how to highlight on video editing, how to properly do the data manipulation, how to mask the data manipulation, and even more data manipulation. Then on Friday I finished off my leaflet, worked on my PowerPoint presentation to finish for 11 o'clock, so today. And I printed off my final version of my leaflet. So the skills that I learned throughout the week was how to use Publisher, what statutory benefits are, the difference between an employer and an employee, what a sprint meeting and brainstorm session is, how reports work/function, how to clear my cookies, how to make useful color corrections, how to do data manipulation and what data manipulation is, how to log into my account using the Duo mobile app, how to use Excel, what a design thinking webinar is, and more about video editing. I really enjoyed my week at Cox Co, not only as a way to not go to school this week, but also as I have learnt so many skills and more about the wonderful world of payroll. I've really enjoyed working with you all this week, and I'll be sad when I wake up on Monday morning realising I'm not getting a bus at Cox Co, and I have to go to school instead, and I will miss you all.